On September 4, 2006, the world reeled in shock as Steve Irwin, the charismatic crocodile hunter and passionate wildlife advocate, died tragically. While filming a documentary on the Great Barrier Reef, a chance encounter with a short-tailed stingray turned deadly. This unforeseen event sparked a whirlwind of emotions and ignited discussions that continue to resonate even 18 years later. Even though his net worth was estimated at a whopping $10 million, Steve's true treasure was his passion for wildlife. But his story doesn't end there. We'll be exploring the mystery surrounding his death, the controversies, and the incredible impact he left on the world. Tragic Encounter, a look back. While filming a documentary titled Ocean's Deadliest, he was in shallow water, around chest deep, filming a short-tailed stingray, estimated to be about 6.5 feet wide. In a tragic turn of events, the stingray likely mistook Irwin's shadow for a predator like a tiger shark and attacked with its venomous barb. This barb pierced Irwin's chest cavity, causing a critical injury to his heart. Initial reports suggested Irwin had a punctured lung, but the reality was far more severe. Despite the crew's valiant efforts to revive him with CPR and transport him for medical attention, Irwin sadly passed away at the young age of 44. Following the tragedy, a debate arose regarding the footage of the incident. Irwin's wife, Terry, maintained that no such footage existed and that any potential recordings of his injury or death had been destroyed. However, Justin Lyons, a cameraman on the documentary, contradicted this, confirming the existence of the footage while opposing its release. Philippe Cousteau Jr., the son of famed ocean explorer Jacques Cousteau, stepped in to complete the Ocean's Deadliest documentary weeks later. He did so without incorporating the footage of Irwin's death, out of respect for the family and the sensitivity of the situation. The world mourns Steve Irwin. News of Steve Irwin's death sent shockwaves across the globe, igniting a wave of grief and tributes. In Australia, the Prime Minister expressed the nation's sorrow, calling Irwin a wonderful and colourful son. Queensland Premier Peter Beattie echoed this sentiment, highlighting Irwin's enduring legacy as a national treasure. The Australian Parliament united in a display of respect, opening their session with condolence speeches. Flags at the Sydney Harbour Bridge, a national landmark, were lowered to half-mast in his honour. Beyond Australia, the outpouring of grief continued. News outlets worldwide are flooded with reactions, with online platforms, talkback radio and television networks dedicating significant coverage to Irwin's life and impact. In the United States, where Irwin's Crocodile Hunter program captivated audiences, Animal Planet and major networks aired special tributes. A celebration beyond the tragedy. Following his tragic passing, a private funeral service was held in Caloundra, attended by family and close friends. Irwin was laid to rest in a private ceremony at Australia Zoo, where he had spent much of his life dedicated to wildlife conservation. Despite offers for a state funeral, Irwin's family chose to honour his wishes to be remembered as an ordinary bloke. On September 20th, a public memorial service was held at Australia Zoo's Crocodile. This event, attended by over 5,500 people, was a touching tribute to Irwin's life and work. Russell Crowe introduced the service, which was broadcast live to millions of viewers worldwide. Prime Minister Howard and Irwin's father Bob were among the speakers, along with celebrities such as Hugh Jackman, Cameron Diaz and Justin Timberlake. One of the most memorable moments of the service was when Australian music star John Williamson performed True Blue, Irwin's favourite song. The service concluded with a symbolic gesture as Irwin's truck, loaded with his gear, was driven out of the arena for the last time, accompanied by Williamson's song. As a final tribute, Australia Zoo staff spelled out Irwin's catchphrase, "Crikey," in yellow flowers, marking the end of a touching and heartfelt memorial service for a man who dedicated his life to wildlife conservation and education. Misguided grief? Following Steve Irwin's tragic death, reports of mutilated stingrays found on Queensland beaches sparked outrage. The severed tails fueled speculation of fan-driven revenge attacks, a disturbing response that overshadowed Irwin's message of wildlife respect. However, the Queensland Fishing Service clarified that tail removal is a common practice among anglers to avoid stings. This incident highlights the potential for passionate emotions to manifest in harmful ways. Michael Hornby, a close friend of Irwin and leader of his Wildlife Warrior Fund, swiftly condemned any potential acts of revenge. He emphasized that Irwin's legacy, built on empathy and conservation, would never endorse harming animals. Similarly, Irwin's daughter Bindi publicly expressed her love for stingrays, demonstrating an understanding that aligns with her father's values. Should the death tape of Steve Irwin be released? The sudden appearance of a purported death tape in 2023, allegedly capturing Steve Irwin's final moments, sent shockwaves through the public. This unseen footage reignited fascination with the tragedy, sparking ethical debates and renewed interest in the details surrounding his death. Speculation swirled about the tape's content, with some questioning the impact on Irwin's legacy and the potential harm to viewers. Public respect versus social media clout. The release of the supposed death tape unearthed a wave of controversial actions and opinions. Australian influencer Sophia Begg's widely criticised decision to dress up as the stingray involved in Steve Irwin's death exemplifies the potential pitfalls of social media. While Begg's eventual apology acknowledged the insensitivity of the act, it highlighted a larger issue: how social media platforms can become breeding grounds for disrespectful behaviour and capitalise on tragedy for personal gain. This incident reignited public discussions about the delicate balance between respecting the memory of the deceased and the thirst for online attention. Disparate voices emerged, some condemning the exploitation of Irwin's death for clout, while others debated the line between humour and insensitivity. Ultimately, the death tape controversy underscores the complex relationship between public mourning, social media trends, and the evolving definition of respect in a digital age. Beyond the tragedy, even after 18 years, a veil of mystery shrouds the fate of the stingray involved in Steve Irwin's death. Public fascination with this detail persists, reflecting the ongoing relevance of the incident. Discussions surrounding Irwin's legacy as a conservationist and the role of stingrays in the ecosystem remain vibrant. His untimely passing continues to spark crucial conversations about wildlife preservation, ensuring his impact reaches far beyond the tragedy. Despite the controversies and lingering questions, Steve Irwin's dedication to wildlife conservation remains his most enduring legacy. Steve Irwin's legacy lives on. His enthusiasm for wildlife conservation continues to inspire generations. We will remember him as the passionate adventurer, the devoted family man, and the tireless champion for creatures great and small. Crikey, what a legend. We've reached the end of our voyage into Steve Irwin's incredible life and the lingering questions around his passing. If you enjoyed this wild ride, hit that like button and subscribe to Legends Eternal TV for more adventures into the fascinating world of nature and its guardians. Until next time, stay curious and keep fighting for the animals. Ready to continue your journey down memory lane? Choose your next destination from our library of videos now. See you there.